Perhaps many of you have seen Apartment No. 129 as a simple survival game or one that involves battling difficult characters. Let us take you through the deeper messages that the game aims to convey. Amir's cousin, Burak, directed him to the apartment as part of a trap. Burak was also a character we encountered in the game Y Village. He arrived in the village with Batu, was greeted by Hassan, and was later reported missing. However, Burak is actually the son of Hassan. Just as he led Amir to the apartment, he was also the one who entered Batu's life years ago and guided him to the village. In this game, we delve into the past of Hassan, a character familiar from the Y Village game. One of the two girls who performed a ritual in the apartment and were later possessed is Hassan's daughter. After the incident, Hassan joined a group that promised to save his daughter, who had become captive to certain entities. As part of the group's orders, Hassan, along with his son, Burak, would enter the lives of selected individuals and take them to a place called Y Village. One of these victims was Amir, the character we see in this game. The group promised Hassan that if he brought someone from his own bloodline to the village this time, his daughter would be saved. As a result, Hassan chose his nephew Amir and, with his son Burak, devised a plan to lure Amir first to the apartment and then to the village as per the group's wishes. To attract the curiosity of Amir, who had an interest in mysterious events, they told him they had found the location of the apartment numbered 129 and convinced him to go there alone. Due to a talisman created by the cult, Amir faced his fears in the apartment, ultimately driving him to madness. In essence, everything Amir encountered in the apartment was nothing more than manifestations of his subconscious fears. Trapped within what was essentially a simulation, Amir faced characters and locations from the horror games he played and the horror films he watched. The apartment was actually empty, but Amir's fears shaped its form. The reason why you find certain details in the game absurd, such as the presence of a morgue in the apartment or a bomb hidden in the home of a bomb squad officer, is precisely because of this. Amir's subconscious shaped all these events. The mysterious figure who helped Amir with notes was a wanderer who infiltrated the talismanic simulation to bring Allah's aid to him. The wanderer wanted to convey the message of goodness to Amir and show that evil would not go unpunished. The stories the wanderer told were true, but the appearances of the characters were reflections of Amir's subconscious fears. The characters Amir fought were actually the souls of deceased people. They were trapped in a system of punishment, often referred to as the torment of the grave, due to their sins. As mentioned earlier, their physical appearances were shaped by Amir's subconscious fears. By showing the stories of sinful people to Amir, the mysterious man was conveying the message that evil would not go unpunished and that death was not a salvation for wicked people. Additionally, the game also carried messages about the importance of protecting animals, the disastrous consequences of practicing magic, the value of earning Allah's love in this world, and the significance of forgiveness. Ultimately, the aim was for Amir to learn his lesson, cleanse himself of the sins within his conscience, and emerge from the apartment with a purified soul. At the end of the game, you make a major decision by choosing to trust or not trust this man, thereby determining your own fate. Lessons to be learned. For example, the decision to punish or not punish the character Ferman was left to us. But in reality, Ferman was none other than Amir himself. If Amir had chosen to kill Ferman, he would have been shooting himself. Remember, the note criticized Ferman for staying silent despite knowing about the crimes. Similarly, Amir had once remained silent after witnessing a crime. He had protected his cousin despite knowing that he had raped an innocent girl, because they were family. Yes, his cousin was Burak. Amir had protected Burak in the past, despite his guilt. But he ended up being betrayed by the very relative he had protected. Remember, the snake you allow to live for 1,000 years just because it doesn't harm you might someday target you. In conclusion, Ferman was Amir himself. After all, the names Amir and Ferman are synonymous in Turkish. This was a hidden message. If Amir had not deemed Ferman worthy of forgiveness, he himself would not have been worthy of forgiveness, and in reality, he would have shot himself and died. As you know, Jesus Christ once gave a powerful lesson to a crowd about to stone a woman for her sins, saying, "Let him who is without sin among you be the first to throw a stone at her." We should not judge others for their sins, nor should we see ourselves as superior and sinless. The zombie dog you had to kill at the beginning of the game was not a real dog. In fact, it was the spirit of one of the girls. As you know, one of the girls in the story lives on as Hassan's daughter, while the other is not mentioned. The other girl is dead in our story, and her spirit suffers torment because she tortured and mutilated dogs to practice magic. We use our axe not to harm a dog, but to make the evil girl suffer. Similarly, we cause pain to the butcher character, another soul in the punishment system, by shooting him in the feet because he helped mutilate the dog's feet along with the girl's. The killer doctor is incapacitated by shooting him in the brain because he used his knowledge and intelligence for evil and was complicit in the crimes of these two girls. The sorcerer suffers repeatedly by blowing up with a bomb alongside the book he trusted so much. Before each death, he sees the corpse of the dog he tormented, and together with the spirit of the evil girl inside the dog, he continues to suffer with each explosion. Of course, not everyone in the apartment is complicit with the two girls, but they all have their own personal sins. For example, the character Saim, who committed suicide, wants to end his life because of his wife who left him. Taking a life that Allah has given is a grave sin. In the notes Saim left for his wife, he expresses his fear of the gun and his many hesitations before committing suicide. However, the thing he should have thought about and feared the most before taking his life was Allah. He should have known that Allah forbids suicide and should have continued to live for Allah's love. But Saim feared the pain the gun would cause his body more than anything else. For this reason, we leave the gun we took from his safe on Saim's stand to open the door numbered 77. I hope you enjoyed our game. I tried to share with you the details of the story that you might have missed or misunderstood. If you have noticed other messages or theories related to the story, share your videos with us and we'll support your videos on our channel. Thank you for your interest and support. We wish you good gaming.